Before we get started, we have a word from our sponsors, Vincero Collective. They are a premium lifestyle brand, and if you haven't heard of them, you should definitely do your research. And what I love particularly is their watch collection, because I do a lot of watch shopping. And if you do any watch shopping, the one thing that you will notice is that the price tag gets particularly steep. But with this collection of watches, you don't lose anything in the style or quality department, and you don't have to sell your house to be able to afford one. Take a look at these watches. They'll elevate your outfit. They're super versatile. They're for men, they're for women. Whatever situation you're in, Vincero has a watch in this collection that is perfect for you. They have over 30,000 5-star reviews, and they have a 5-year guarantee with a 365-day return policy. But you probably won't even be needing that, because all their stuff looks great and it is of super quality, made with the best parts, so you wouldn't want to be sending this stuff back anyway. How about this? I want to make you look a little better, and I want to save you some money. Go to VinceroCollective.com, look at every watch over there, pick what's best for you, put them in the shopping cart. At the end, you'll see discount code, type in VOCH, V-O-C-H, VOCH. You'll get 20% off. I guarantee you'll find something that fits your style. Shop Vincero today. Come on in. Got a little bit of film for y'all today. Today we're breaking down some of the run defense woes. Just a couple of my findings from the Packers. The Packers film. This ain't new. This that I'm about to show y'all ain't necessarily new, but it's a topic in these internet streets that is worth talking about. So we're gonna talk about it. And like I said, man, it's not always the interior guys. We see a lot of people say it's the interior dudes. It's not always the interior dudes. I'm going to break down what's going on today, and I'm going to run this one more time before we actually break it down. To follow more film, go to my Patreon, patreon.com/Voch Lombardi, and that's where you'll see me just break these games down at length, and not just the highlighted version that you're getting on film for the YouTube right now. So what I think is really going on with these outside runs, right? And look, it's never really D-Law side. Like, D-Law side may get some run, but it's always this dude ain't D-Law side that ends up getting the bigger outside runs here. So this is the Dorrance Armstrong side, and I'm gonna show you a little bit later. It's not always Dorrance when he's one-on-one versus tackles, right? But it's when these tight ends get involved, and it's crazy because tight ends are they're the least capable blockers or whatever, but they have the leverage advantage. So if we're running outside to the left, this offensive tackle Bakhtiari, he would have to step outside wide to try to cross Dorrance Armstrong's face. Why would you have Bakhtiari step out wide to try to cross Dorrance Armstrong's face when you could just put a tight end already outside Dorrance Armstrong's face? So what ends up happening is he gets pinned in like so, and then boom, once he gets pinned in, then they're going to put these bigger guys on the move here. Like I said, it's not always about your interior guys. You pull these offensive linemen so you're not having to deal with interior guys. See, this, like, who's this, Bo? It's Bo and Osa. These dudes are out of the play right now because we are pulling dudes backside. So now you got Dorrance Armstrong pinned by this tight end, and you got two big dudes blocking two dudes that ain't big. 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a linebacker, but even better for the Packers is going to be some DBs. And you put Aaron Jones out there on that island with those bigger dudes, that's what ends up happening to you. One more example here, outside run to the non-D-Law side, put big dudes on small dudes, easy peasy, bro, easy peasy. And it happens so often, man. It's almost getting frustrating here, right? So I do think that at the end of the day, this isn't like something that you fix with personnel, like with better dudes or anything like that. I think this is something that Dan Quinn could just like beat on a marker board or something like that. I'm like, hey man, we just need to be better right here. But hey, look, same concept, right? You pin the outside shoulder just to get Dorrance off just a little beat. Dorrance gets pinned, big dudes get in space, big dudes hit little dudes. Easy. And just one more example in case you thought I was lying. So let me do right by Dorrance Armstrong, right? I just showed him get pinned by tight ends 3 times in a row. But this is a situation where he's not getting pinned by the tight end. He just has a one-on-one with the left tackle here. And these exchanges tend to go a little bit differently. I'll show you another one after this. But this is basically what we want from Dorrance. Like when he's getting upfield, we want him to contain. We want him to get to the outside, right? And this is basically what he's doing here. This is his gap. This is Dorrance maintaining his gap. So when you get running back headed in that direction and he sees Dorrance just kind of cutting this lane off, then you get the running back to cut back, and he'll likely cut back into somebody like Michael or D-Law or Micah and D-Law. And we have one more example of that. Dorrance Armstrong one-on-one with Bakhtiari, cutting things back, and the Cowboys cleaning up on the back end. This is how it's supposed to look. Also, too, I didn't want to break this down long, but I wanted to insert this one play of them running an interior run. Carlos Watkins has probably been one of your best interior defensive linemen, and I wanted to show this because I don't think he's getting the love that he deserves, and that dude ain't went back to practice squad for a reason. So start to show Carlos Watkins some love, you know? I put this play here to show D-Law some love because he's a gangster. And I put this play here to, give a little highlight to Sam Williams because, he should probably be starting. So with that being said, let me get into a little mess, and I just keep the film running. So I asked this on my Twitter. I asked this on Voch Lombardi Live on the volume the other day. I was like, man, how long is it going to be before Sam Williams ends up starting for us, right? And, I think a lot of people took that as, okay, well, let's push Dorrance Armstrong off a bridge. I don't think that's the case because I still think Dorrance Armstrong can make plays for you. I think he's still someone that, can be a part of this rotation that can give you quality reps, quality pass rush, some quality run defense, right? But, Sam Williams played 17 snaps last week, and I think the week before that, it was the bye week the week before that, but like he's been in the teens the last few games, man, and I just think that Sam Williams is one of your better players, and if he can get 2 sacks on a 15 rep day, or 1 sack and a couple of run stuffs on a 17 rep day or whatever, you know what I mean? Like I just think Sam's number should be in the 25 somewhere. Plus, I do think there's this idea that when D-Law is on the field, it's a lot less balanced. When he's on the field, they just simply do not go to his side. Now, if it was a combination of, say, like Dante Fowler and Sam Williams, right, then they can pretty much run to both sides. But if it's D-Law on the field, you can almost use that as a chess piece to predict that they're going to go to the opposite side. So if you know they're going to go to the opposite side, then I think we need to hold auditions for who cannot get pinned outside by a tight end. And I just think that Sam Williams' violence, and I think his natural athletic ability will help us out in this situation. Not that Dorrance has been trash. I just think that Sam Williams is a different type of dude, and he has a different set of skills that'll probably help us out to be a little more beneficial in that facet. I would love to hear from y'all in the comments, just to kind of get a general idea, a general view of that. We're probably going to talk about that a little bit more on the volume later, so make sure you tune in. 3:06 Central. This will probably be the last film of the week. Like I said, I'm phony, man. We don't do a whole bunch of breaking down on bad weeks like this, but if we win, you might get 5 film sessions. I'm phony. But with that being said, man, y'all hold down with the Doski Wilson and Peasky Whiskey, man. Until next time.